Welcome everyone. Today we are showing some progress of what we did off camera on the Trans International Rail Line. Now, let's see if we can get this. Okay. Now, last video we was working on the American flag. Well, there's the American flag we got finished. Believe it or not, it may not look it, but there is 50 of them white squares. Then we have Japan's flag here. Now we are planning to do some more country flags over here. I just haven't decided on what countries are going to be here. Also, another idea I had is I think I have them, but I could be wrong. Is country flags. Um, oh, we've got them kind of flags, but that's not what I'm looking. Yeah. I may not. I may have deactivated that mod. We had a mod that added in a bunch of cool looking flags from different types of countries. I don't, this one didn't add any kind of flag. Yeah, we'll re-add that mod and put them flags down unless we do. Another option I had was we have a mod called Little Frames. So we add a custom frame or create a frame is what it's called. There it is. We can do a creative frame and go online and find a say country's flag. Uh-oh, lag. Oh, there he is. A little lag there. Alright, for example, I can go, let's see here. We got the USA and Japan represented. So let's do China's. Nice thing about this one is we can do URLs. Alright, save. Reload it. Okay. Sometimes it takes a little bit and sometimes yeah, okay. So I gotta do a different image link. So give me 1 second here. See if I can do it this way. Copy link address. Alright, is that there? Oh, nope. That's the only bad thing about this one. Some images will work, some will not. So it varies. You kinda gotta hunt around a little bit. Let's try a PNG image. Find a good looking one here. Um, wow, they really don't have much of a selection for a PNG. I know I believe I can use a JPEG. So let's change our format to JPG. That's better. Okay. Let's use. See if it'll allow us to use this one. You also gotta watch that you're not using copyright images. You get a lot of trouble for that. So you gotta make sure that they're creative free. This might be a good one. Copy link address. Oh, it's an HTML. That's why. Okay. Let's actually go to that site. Is this a free one, or is this a copyright? It's a free one. Okay. Yeah, you always want to make sure you're not infringing. There we go. Now if we can adjust it. So we're going to have to put it in a location here. Let's put it here. I can do Control V. Alright, now let's do a 2x2. See what that looks like. We can extend out to a 2x3 or 1x3. See what you guys think. Oh, let's get back to 2. I forgot this is backwards. Okay, not too bad, but I would have to put my creative frame one block over, so this way it lines up nicely with the framing. Alright, so I'm gonna do it for 5 hours, so this way it's roughly just before server restart. They don't look bad. We can do another country here. What country should I represent? That was 3 blocks. So let's leave a gap. Do here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And gap. Or I can do. If I do one here, and line up there, that would leave them 2 open. Alright, let's see here. We got China. Japan, got the USA. How about good old England? Oh, can't use that one. That one's copyright. I'm amazed I really don't have that much of a selection. And unfortunately, the ones that do look really nice are copyrighted. Welcome. Let's try this one. Uh-oh. Nope. Okay. That one neither. I'm sorry, England. We may have to come back to you. Alright, let's use... Um, see if we can use this one. Oh, that's an SVG. Can't use SVGs. Unfortunately. Nope. Okay, so... Here we go. This should work. Yep. Okay. Now, this is reversed. We need to do two. Oh, by three. Oh, maybe it's not reversed. Uh, It's not too bad except for the little texture glitch there. Um, distance, brightness. See if it's not too bad. Okay, looking up countries next. Alright, well let's continue on to our rails. We'll worry about countries later, because there's a lot of them. Alright, over here, as you notice, we've kind of went and put in our pillars and rail frames. Some nice PIDs here, kind of showing where this train's going. Yeah, let's continue on. Alright, let's see here. Ooh, no. Oh, there's my fishies. Visit, we did a nice fish tank here. Let's see if our lag mod clears them out or not. If it does, we're gonna have to add them to it, so this way when it does its thing, it don't kill our fish. Alright, now let's see. We need to work on a second floor. What would work well with... we don't want it bland. Unfortunately, you walk into most train stations and they're bland. Unfortunately, they are. Especially metro stations anymore. Most metros you go into, and they're bland. They're all ugh. They add a little color in there, some flavor, a little bit of style, something. All right, let's see. Oh, we got 1 minute. All right. Well, I'm stumped on what I can do for a floor up here. I guess I can do a nice checkered pattern. I believe they got blue and white in Mystic Station. I could be wrong. Let's go check real quick. Oh, no, what did they do here? Okay, they got smooth stone. Okay, blue concrete and smooth stone mixture. They don't look bad. They don't. Let's see what it looks for as a ceiling. Or see if they're doing something on the ceiling. Oh, nope. Even ceiling wise, it don't look bad. Alright. Unfortunately, the staff member that was working on this, I believe he's working somewhere down the rail lines here. I took notice he's got stuff tunneled out here. So, alright, let's go back to Trans International. Uh-oh. I forgot to remark that, so I gotta take the train back. What do we got here? Oh, we got a 1 minute wait time. I kind of took inspiration from Mystic Station and what they're doing here, especially like this kind of design, how they get the A pillars. Okay, I see what that's supposed to represent. Alright. Nice cozy seats. We better go catch our train. See if we can see it coming from the distance. I am sorry, Lessa. Unfortunately, we already have a service that we use for our graphics and that kind of stuff. So, I'm sorry. Thank you for the offer, though. Alright. Force mount. If not, we'll go back to depot. Okay. Back to what we were doing. Alright. So, let's do... Hmm. Well, pretty green. Trenton International. Speaking of which, while I'm trying to figure out my floor, what kind of color I want to do. Oh, cool. It didn't clear out. It didn't kill our fish. Okay. Well, that's a nice thing. Um, well, let's lay down some block and see what it looks like. Let's try. Let's do it. Gonna get a different color combination here to see if we can come up with a nice palette. Or what kind of design we're gonna go with. Let's see here. What else do we got? Pretty dusty decorations. I haven't really explored this mod very much, so I don't know what all it really adds. Oh, burlap? I wonder what that's for. Hmm. Okay, let's move on to see what else we've got here. That's roads. These old vehicles, they don't add much in blocks for flooring and decorations. So, alright, let's see here. What do we want to do? I don't want it dull. Dull wouldn't be very pleasing. Just out of curiosity. Let's see what we can come up with. think we have a winner. I kind of like that. But though, how would that look on a large scale? Let's see. Well, let's start with Crimson. Yeah, let's start here. We got cross patterns, so it'd be red. Then this. Now, do we want to frame it out? Say like this. Then do another like so. What do you think? Oh, or we can frame out like so. What is that? We need 3. Then a red block. Then 1, 2, 3. Um, oh, that's nice. It lines up perfect. There we go. Same thing here, because this is going to be another platform over here. Oh. Let's see here. See if we can correct these real quick. We'll just leave it like that. That's not bad. You still got floor still got a structural support. So we do need to add some here. Now them come from the mod Industrial Renewal. It's the brace here. There we go. Same way with our bracing here. There. Realistically, you would have bracing on these beams. Alright, then we'll leave these. Though, unfortunately, I'm gonna add. I'm gonna have to fix that. That's warped slab. Gotta have support. Oh, no. There we go. So realistically, if we wanted to, we can bring these out just a little bit further. Because these are centers, so they would support more load. They're more load bearing. With these, you would have structural support from both these beams and that, along with these cross hangers. Now, unfortunately, since this will be an open area, so to speak, but I want to display the flags. So this will be a nice glassed open area. It's going to need support. So. That's nice, because we want to add our structural support. And see. There we go. There. Alright, so. Guess we can add one this way again. It's supporting quite a bit of load. Same way with here. And alright, so damn help that transfers weight to the walls. So you have support. Okay, back to our floor here. Of all this, it will be supported by this, so we don't have to do no joisting, no support beams going up to it yet. We can run this all the way down. Right, now next. Let's go and get our red down, because there's a lot more red than there is any other. Oops. Broke the wrong block. Oh. There we go. Then more red. Alright. Then one more long line of red. And a whole bunch of short ones. Now, if you guys ever want to join this server, feel free to download our mod pack, and the server link is in the multiplayer options already. So it's designed to be a download and play. Now our mod pack can be found on CurseForge. We are working on a monolith version of it to be able to play for our monolith users. Now we got a whole bunch of red. Now, I do have a project plan on later on in a different location, though I haven't quite decided where. But we plan on building the international station from Shanghai, the Chengli station. I think it's really cool because it has the waterfall feature and tropical forest and that inside of it. Especially the way the trams and that go through. It's a beautiful place. Get these knocked out real quick. Now, unfortunately, there it is. That one's gonna have to be left open because I gotta have an access point for the fishy tank. This way, if we ever need to get in here and spawn more fish or replace fish, we can. For whatever reason, they decide to either despawn or something happens. Never can quite tell when it comes to mods when something's gonna act up. Do that. And I do apologize, guys. I know I ain't the most entertaining guy to watch, but I do tend to put out some nice ideas. Now, if you guys ever have any questions on something on the server that you see on either how it functions or how it works, a particular mod, or something like that, feel free to reach out and ask about it. I'll try to explain everything in the best detail on what it is, how it works, and how you might be able to utilize it in your projects. Just say it's my series tends to be one of those just a chill out, smoke a bowl, relax, and watch some builds. I got a whole lot of these. Just say drop by Facebook, give us a shout out, especially if you have any ideas, any questions, comments, concerns. So I'm beginning to think this is a little too much red. Once I'm finished, see if we can break it up some where it ain't just so much. Um, Give me one moment here, guys. There we go. Okay, here. Give me a second here. I want to put on something a little more upbeat. Because when it started, it was nice, but now it's starting to put me to sleep. Let's see. There we go. That ain't bad. Alright. 1 1 second here. Alright, back to it. That's a little better. Alright. Finish these out real quick. We want to have a nice railing going around here. Alright. Basically, if you're a smoker like myself, I recommend a Double Delight. They're a hash whole live rosin. They are nice. Alright, let's continue on. Somebody come down only, what, 2? So it should be here. There we go. D. We gotta add our support here to our walls, or to our underpinning to our floor. Same way with here, we gotta add all of our nice support blocks. Alright, next one. This way we have our blocks supporting our floors above. Gotta go to the other side of the fish tank. Oh no! It did clear our fishies. Okay, so we gotta add that to the mod. Or to the clear lag. Alright. Gotta remember to add more fish before we... Right. Poor fishies. They never saw it coming. Yeah, now that I look at it, that is a lot of red. Imagine a player being up, another player being up here, and that's all you see walking down through there. That hurts the eyes. So definitely gotta spruce it up somewhere. It ain't so much red. I guess, hey, let's see what this looks like real quick. Kinda. Uh, hmm. Or maybe. That's not too bad, I guess. A little bit more appealing to the eye. Question is how it's going to look up long run. But we're also going to have other things breaking it up, so I guess that ain't going to be too bad. So yeah, let's continue this design here. There we go. And one nice thing is the mouse setup I use. It's a Razer. It's just a cheap one from Walmart. But the click pattern on it is nice because you click it just right. You can move at a pretty good pace. So once you get set up there we go. Oh, you just one of those, kind of like an auto clicker. Oh, and sometimes I do make mistakes with it. I haven't quite perfected it yet. It's just a matter of timing, I think. I get some nice runs, then I get mess ups like that. I missed every single one of them. I fell off. Alright. Okay, let's go back real quick. Oh wow. And I just remember we're gonna have walls and that kind of stuff throughout here to kind of help break this up where it ain't so hurtful to the eye. 10 too high? No, 10 should be nice. So if I do 10 here, that wouldn't make sense. Unless I do... But it would still need pretty good structural support. I would think. This is where things get tricky. Unfortunately, you gotta get lined just right. No, no, that's not right. Sorry about that. Give me 1 minute here. Let me look up a couple rail stations to see how they have their structural supports. It's unfortunately for me, I like to build somewhat realistically, and it's just how my brain works. If it don't look right to me, it's not right. Um, okay, here's a good one for what kind of represents what we're trying to do. Okay, I see. Alright, do they have a view of this on the platform, or the upper platform? That's what I'm interested in, is how they have their supports to the upper platform. Okay, I see. I see, says the blind man. Always when in doubt, look it up to make sure, or ask someone that knows. That should be fine. They give you that representation. Just since this is an open frame, the load would be to this. That would be the load support, so these are not needed. Okay. Though I can't really do an open frame too much because of my elevator here. Well, I guess I can close it in. Or I can do a glass walkway here. Yeah, I think that would be my best option. Was in this section, utilize glass. Especially at this span, we wanna. There we go. This is supporting a long span here. Oh, there we go. Same thing, this is supporting such a long span. Make sure it gets the support it needs. Now, let's do beam support. Supporting this section here. That looks alright. We'll spec it up later. We came down 1, 2, 3 blocks. Uh-oh. Well, I guess I can do a double beam here. Let's change this out to smooth. Double beam it. And this will allow me to support that. Good. Looks like we're going to have to do the same thing over here. There's the double platform. I still don't like how close these are to the rails. But again, these were made to represent cargoes in your... See what this one looks like when it comes through. Yes, I still gotta switch all this out. Oh, I still got a minute. Alright, let's continue. Ooh, I don't like how that lined up. I guess I can add a support beam there. That's what I want. Look at this real quick. That's not too bad of a realistic distance. Typically, you would have at least a little bit more of a gap, but it ain't too bad. So that one lined up nicely. Nice support beam there. Fortunately, that one, it didn't. I may have knocked this out to a single window. It is what it is. Continue on. I I'm going to try to stream around the same time every night. This way my streaming schedule isn't so hectic. I may do some streams in the morning, but I always try to record my streams so you can catch them on YouTube. Just leave a like, leave a follow. And I bet you this one's going to line up to another window. Yep. Hmm. Okay. Oh, there. See if connected glass shows its textures. Or if we want to have lines. Okay, I can live with connected texture. Though. Okay. Well, guys, I think I'm going to end the stream here. Since we're going to be working on just a lot of glass placement. And we will catch up tomorrow.